Hey guys, Colm here. Back around, I think maybe 1997, 1998, I had gone to visit a friend of mine in Biscoe, North Carolina, in Montgomery County. And we had gone to the lake all day, went swimming, did a little cookout, and towards the evening, we rented some movies at some video place and went back to the house to watch the movies. It was about maybe 8, 9 o'clock at night, and I don't remember. I have no idea what we rented, but go sit down, boy. Go sit down. Anyway, there we were watching the movies, and had popcorn and some drink, and I had to go to the bathroom. Well, the only bathroom in the house was in their bedroom. Lights are on, separated from the house. And I go in there, and I go in the bathroom, and the lights are on, and it's like you felt something, right? Just something was in the air. And, I used the bathroom, didn't think anything of it. And I went back, sat down on the couch, like that, and I said to no one in particular, I said, so how long have you guys had ghosts? Ghosts. Got real quiet in the room. My friend and her husband kind of freaked out. They're like, well, what do you mean? I said, just feels like you have a ghost in this house. Just a feeling I have, And they proceeded to tell me that there are two halves to their house, and one half was built in the 1950s or something. The other half of the house was built in the 1800s and was moved from one part of town to their part of town and connected to make one big house. And they said that in that particular part of the house, the one that was from the 1800s, they have a ghost of an old woman, long straight gray hair, like a white nightgown, that appears in their bedroom or whatever. And sometimes they lock the door, she unlocks the door and just makes journal noises in there. Well, whatever. I didn't actually see the ghost. I just, I felt something. And so, driving home down that lonely country highway, my wife was as silent as a mouse. I said, what's going on? What's happening? And apparently I just freaked her out. Because, I don't talk about these kind of things, about ghosts or whatever, and here I am, just arbitrarily go to somebody's house and like, so, how long have you guys had a ghost? Well, I realize it's not some episode of Ghost Hunters or wherever where I'm going to go do a bunch of camera shakes or like that. It's just a little story, like I promised. And I don't honestly care if you believe in them or not. Some people do, some people don't. But, I'm just telling you what happened. And it was a true story. Semper Fi.